box that has.
Every Tuesday night, the gang's on the air. Carlos, Tyler, Jay with a flair. Comedy, culture, news, and life's sweet spice. Serve it up hot. Oh, it's always nice, nice. Laughter echoes through the digital street. Friends catching up, ain't that a treat? Jokes that ring sharp as a knife. They dive deep, set your spirit alight. HollingsWorthless, yeah, tune in tight. Three pals jiving, everything feels right. From comedy to culture, every news bite they bring the light. On a Tuesday night. Hits the punchlines quick as a flash. Tyler's stories always crash. They drops wisdom like a silent storm. Together they create a show that's more. They talk about the life, the love, the strife. Turn mundane moments into pure delight. Each Tuesday just feels right. It's more than a show, it's a piece of life. Culture served on a silver plate. News and views that resonate. Committed gold, you can hardly wait. It's a weekly fix, don't be late. Culture served on a silver plate. News and views that resonate. Committed gold, you can hardly wait. It's a weekly fix, don't be late.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the HollingsWorthless Program. I'm one of your hosts, Big Osh Jay, and as usual, we have the Hooligans, the Goon Squad, the usual suspects, 3 men, no baby. Shout out to Baby Mile. 3 of a kind trips, just the 3 of us. Three's Company, no Mr. Furley, starting with you've seen him on Amazon Prime. He's the host with the most, part-time famous, full-time funny, Carlos Anthony.
What's happening, players? We in the building.
Yeah, and last but not least, we have... He took the D out of DEI. He's DE White. We call him the one-box checker murderer. He's now very cancelable.
Murderer.
Hey, I'm not racist. Tyler, don't call me Joseph Smith.
Wait there.
You're echoing.
Is it me that's echoing?
Oh, it's done now. It was Carlos. Carlos did something. You think you're slick? Oh, it's working out. What up, BS Jeffrey? In the chat. So, how's everybody doing? How was this last weekend? What did everybody do? Talk to me, guys.
Dude, I saw Louis C.K. this last weekend, or last week.
Right.
Was he in your room masturbating?
In his hotel room. Come on.
We right out the gate with this one today, huh?
Yeah.
Louis C.K., as much as like everybody wants to hate him for taking advantage of his power and jacking
That's
off
horse
in
shit.
front
But
of people.
anyways, I disagree with that. But go on.
You
As
do.
much as people want to hate him, he still sold out every show while he was in Seattle. No big deal. But he does this really cool thing where he does an artist early bird like promo. So when he announces his show, his tickets are only $50.
Mm.
And I just happened to caught it. I just saw him make a post about it. Or I get his emails. I don't know. Whatever happened, I found out to it. Like this was back in November last year. Show was last week. I got box seats at the theater for $50 a seat, which is like, fuck yeah, dude. And this is like the McCall Hall. It's like a beautiful theater in downtown Seattle, right next to the space. It's like where they do all the fucking symphony and shit. So a box seat's really sick. It was pretty fun, dude. Because when I showed up and I showed the old lady who's like, "Show me your ticket and I'll tell you where you seat," and she goes, "Oh, a box seat, a box."
I haven't been to a box seat since Lincoln.
Oh, wow.
You might have to help me find my box. Wow. He was hitting those jokes early. It was a comedy show. Comedy. We go to the box seat. It's the second level box, top box, way up there. And when I'm sitting, I'm like we have front row box seats. And I'm like, my stomach, like my balls are in my stomach. I'm like so nervous about the height and the edge of this fucking seat, dude.
I hate that shit.
It made me not enjoy the show.
Oh man.
I felt like one of those lunch, like one of those construction workers on the beam eating lunch in that New York, I was just way up there. Like there's no safety. The railing is very low. I feel very exposed here. If somebody wanted to murder me in this box, all you have to do is push me lightly.
Jesus.
Shoot me in the back. You just push me.
Also, Carlos, I think your mic is coming off your computer, not your mic.
Yeah, it is.
Sure? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it sounds like it. While you're fixing that, I was just going to say, were you able to watch it, or were you really totally distracted the whole time?
I ended up switching seats with Tori. I gave her the edge, and I'm like, I'm gonna sit on the outside. You sit on the inside because she likes that feeling. She wants to feel alive.
Okay, but how was it?
It was so funny, dude. So like he starts to show off, he's on the God mic. He's doing his thing, like, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say here at the theater, he's making fun, doing his fun thumbs. And he goes, I brought some openers with me from New York. I didn't want to use any locals because I didn't want any locals to shit the bed on stage. And then his two openers totally shit the bed on stage. And it was like, dude, they fucking sucked. Like,
who was it?
I don't know if I want to throw them under the bus.
Okay, yeah. You can tell
nobody famous, just kind of like up and comers. But the guy was kind of funny. The girl that went first, she just kind of sucked. She kind of stumbled around.
It's cool that you don't want to call them out. The two comics that opened for Louis in Seattle at that theater that you named last week. But that's good that you don't want to call them out.
Well, it's not like anybody's gonna know. Like anybody else is gonna know, unless you're like.
Can y'all hear me better now? Is it better?
No, it's.
I don't know what to say then. Yeah, because
I tell you what, it's this goddamn StreamYard.
I don't know. Testing.
So
if you go to edit mic setting or
me every week.
Can you go through and change the
I've already
options?
done that.
Okay, a little bit of an attitude. I'm not the one that fucked your mic up. Jesus.
I know you fucking lying.
I'm just saying.
What the fuck?
Oh, you got your shit, Tyler. He's got his. You got a little fucking... I know you fucking lying.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know.
All right. Well, we'll just...
Does it sound like I'm in a cup or something?
You sound like a stormtrooper.
Yeah, like
Is this better?
That's better.
Is
Yeah.
it?
Now testing.
I don't know. It's all right.
So I guess we're gonna have to figure this thing out now.
Yeah.
It sounds better.
Yeah,
It still sounds bad. It doesn't sound good, but it sounds better.
Yeah, but we'll keep going. We'll move on. The thing I was going to say about Louis. So I won't name, but I know somebody that opened for him, or did or does open for him, and just so we can limit your trying to figure out who it is. But the story I heard, like what really happened is Ari Shaffir actually made a great comment about it, where basically the original thing, he was at a comedy festival. He was out to dinner with some girls, and they were in general, they were talking about like weird fetishes. And then Louis said, well, I got kind of weird fetishes too. And the girls are like, well, what? And he goes, I like to masturbate in front of people. And they start like laughing, and they're like, yeah, right. And he's like, no, it's like nothing to me. He's like, we can go up and I'll do it right now. And so they're like laughing through this whole thing. They go up to his room. He does it. They're still laughing. And like, they're telling everybody at the thing, but not in like, oh my God, he forces, he is like, it's crazy fucking Louis just fucking rubbed one out. That's like his thing or whatever. And then years later, it was, oh, he was in a position of power, and all this other stuff. And the same with like the masturbating over the phone. There was nothing, from what I understand and what I've seen, there's nothing of him like holding the door and being like, hold on, I'm going to fucking jack off real quick. Don't you fucking move. And Ari Shaffir was saying, I think it was on Rogan, like, again, this is years ago, but he was saying, he's like, okay, so you're talking to a girl or girls, whatever. But you know, in the scenario, you're talking to somebody and you say, hey, do you want to go up to my room? I like to masturbate in front of people. And they say yes. And then you go up to your room and you're like, okay, I'm going to masturbate in front of you. Is that cool? And they say yes. And then you do it. And then it's not enough. You're still in the wrong somehow, you know?
Well, the question I'm gonna have is, why would you put yourself in that position, though?
Who, Louis or the girl?
Louis. I mean, yeah. I mean,
well, that's his kink, and they were talking about like interesting fetishes. We don't kink shame here, but they were talking about that, and he was like, I like to masturbate in front of people, and they're like, nah, and he's like, yeah, I would do it in front of you, and they were like, okay, let's go. So then he's getting something out of it because that's his thing, and they agreed to it. They were okay with it. So, I mean, you know, if that's the thing that turns him on, you know, like some people like feet, some people like whatever, you know, if that's your thing.
Better start getting these people to sign these waivers then, and saying,
Seriously.
hey, you agreed to do this. Because now we just living in such dangerous ass times right now, with people saying whatever they want to say, or using whatever you talked about in private in public now. So, yeah, man, you better, as crazy as it sounds, you almost have to start getting people to sign waivers and saying, hey, I agreed to this.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, it's wild. But if you're famous, if you're like a multi-millionaire, incredibly famous, like you would just kind of have to do that. You would just kind of like, this sucks. Like, but I'm in a position of power to quote my victims, you know, and say like, you got to sign this waiver saying that, you know, I'm about to jack off in front of you.
Yeah, it
really takes the romance out of the jacking off in front of people.
Oh man, dude. And I mean, dude, there was a girl, I don't know if I might have talked about this, but way back I did a HollingsWorthless Halloween podcast at the Queen Mary, and I had just kind of just started talking to this chick. Like we had been on a few dates, we had hooked up once, and I was doing this thing and I was live streaming on my phone at the time, right? And so she had ended up, she was drunk and she was on something else, but she comes into this chat, this live stream and she's like, keeps saying stuff, and I'm like, oh yeah, we're doing this. I can't really like talk to you right now because I've got this thing, we're filming this, you know, and I'm doing this. So then she starts calling my phone, and I'm like, yo, quit fucking. I'm like, I can't be any more clear. So it kept escalating to where finally I was like, I just blocked her. And then she starts the next day. She was like, oh man, never take Red Bull or never do Red Bull and vodka or something. I don't know. She made some fucking excuse up, but it was just it pissed me off. And so I was like, hey, how about you just don't contact me anymore? So then she's like, really? You're gonna be this, blah, blah, blah. And then she says the verbiage she used is I was like, okay, this chick's fucking nuts. She says, I'm gonna tell everybody, because she kept saying, really, you're gonna stop talking to me because of this? This is ridiculous. And then she says, quote, I'm gonna tell everybody what you did to me. And I'm like, what?
Ooh.
I mean, you're muted now, Carlos. Yeah, we can't hear you at all. Oh, Carlos. But say something, Carlos.
That's wild, man.
You're muted now now it's off. Say something. Carlos, say something.
Testing.
Oh, there you go. There you go. But she had said that, yeah, I'll tell people what you did to me. And I was like, what the fuck? Long story short, it kept escalating. And I finally said, I go, look, this is my last time talking to you. I go, if you contact me again, I'm going to contact the police. Because she had said some other threatening, dumb, like almost like threatening, like something was going to happen to me, right? So I screenshotted all these I still have them in my Google Drive, just because you never know. So you want to just always cover your steps, man. So there was a comic that that would, I'm not gonna say the comic's name, but there was a comic that would hook up on the road with chicks and would like audio record the whole thing, the whole interaction. Just so that I don't know if that's legally if you do that, but I also get it.
Hey, hold on 1 second. Gotta hit the button, record button. That's crazy though. But I mean, those are the times we're living in right now, unfortunately, where you better protect yourself before somebody uses it.
Before you wreck yourself.
Right.
And what's like the beginning of that audio recording? So we're about to engage in consensual sex, would you say?
Yeah. I think it's
sound,
more
mind,
like
and body.
You know, like if a person was to say later, like, oh, this person forced themselves on me, at least you could be like, do you hear her at any point saying no, or or any like anything that sounds like I'm whatever, that I as the perpetrator, I guess, forcing myself on her or whatever. I don't know how. Yeah, that would be funny if you just start talking so weird because you're getting recorded. Okay, I'm gonna go get a condom now. You're okay with safe sex, right?
I don't know, man. I don't know the workaround with that, because it's a very fine line these days. Very fine, very thin line, I should say.
I muted my shit by accident. Derek said, give him the Derek Jeter gift bag when they leave too.
What was that?
Dude, there was like stories that he would give chicks like a fucking goodie bag after he would bang chicks. Actually, let me look it up. Let me see. Derek Jeter.
Wait a minute, they took the goodie bag on the way out, so you knew that they knew what was going down. That's hilarious.
Okay, let me see. This is from People. This is from people.com. Derek Jeter addresses rumor he gave autographed swag bags and gift baskets to his one-night stand. Let's see. Okay, so they're asking about it. He said, yeah, I read the article. Yeah, of course. He said of the 2011 New York Post story. You see it, and then it's like, how the fuck did people come up with this? Basically that's it. And who would believe this shit? And you believed it. It's a story that became larger than life. People keep regurgitating this story that never happened. Never happened. Ah, damn. Derek Jeter. Why?
That would be dope to have a little room, though. You'd be like, go in the room and pick out whatever little grab bag you'd like to have on your way out the door, baby. That's for you. Thank you for coming by. Don't come back again.
And then you bring a little dish, and they're like, oh, are those candies? Oh, no, Plan B.
Right.
Yeah, one of those on your way out.
I noticed it's not a full dish.
Oh, fuck.
That is wild.
Weird.
Wild.
I was going to... what'd you say, Carlos?
No, I said that's wild. That's just crazy.
And Tyler, I was going to tell you. So I was at Spokane Comedy Club this weekend. Shout out to Spokane Comedy Club.
I saw the photos.
Yeah, it was a fun weekend, and the guys, the openers were great, Chris and Willie, and it's funny because I was told ahead of, like, I don't know if they, I don't give a fuck who goes in front of me. I don't care if they clean, dirty, shot. I don't give a shit. You know, I want the best show possible, so I want everybody to do great. But I don't, I don't care. But I was told that the feature was dark. It's kind of dark, and I was like, okay, cool. And it's funny. I mean, it was great. I just like one of his jokes. He was talking about, he's referencing vaginas and calling them a box, and so he's like at the end of this long joke, he says, I've come in many a vagina. I've come in many a box. He goes, you know what the difference of coming in a vagina or a box is? The homeless people hate it when you come in their box. And I was like, but it was a good weekend. It was great. And I was going to tell you though, they were pushing your show, Tyler, big time. After every show, there was the dope show they kept mentioning was coming up this week, right?
Yeah, the host was mentioning it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
There you
go. Every show he was mentioning the dope show and the Under the Influence show.
Man, let me double check who's on that show. I wonder if one of them's on it.
Like, for real?
Oh, none of those guys are on it. That's fun.
Yeah, no, but and I would like every once when I could remember when he would say the dope show, I'd be like, it's a great show, go to it. I'd just yell it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And,
hell yeah.
And yeah, it was a good weekend. And I crossed over to 15,000 followers this weekend on Instagram. And so now next up is Jay to 100K. That's the goal. My goal is by the end of 2026 to get to 100,000. Sooner, I'm going to do it sooner than that. Carlos has taught. He's trained me well. Carlos is my guru, my self-help guru.
Now, if I can just help my goddamn self, it's gonna be all right. It's all right. I ain't nowhere near 15,000, but I am knocking on the door of 6. I'll take 6.
It's great, dude. Yeah. I've been saying at the end of the shows now, to follow me, and you can support the comics. It won't cost you anything. Just follow us. And I think it might be working. We'll see. What'd you do this weekend, Carlos? Have some pretty dope shows that you did?
What did I do this weekend, man? These weekends are all starting to blur together now. But I was at the LA Comedy Club on Sunday, Friday, and Saturday. I don't remember where the fuck I was. That's a great question. This is how you know I'm getting old, man.
Your calendar. Is it on your calendar?
I have it in front of me right now. But I feel like I was somewhere Friday and Saturday.
Aren't you on your computer?
Oh, no, I take that back. I was at Kimmel's on Friday night. I'm sorry, Saturday night I was there, and then I was at LA Comedy Club on Sunday, and I was there. Oh, I did. Yeah, I know what it is now. Off the Rails on Wednesday, Hammering Harry's on Thursday, which was a complete shit show, and in a good way.
Talk to us about Hammering Harry's.
Well, it's a show where I'll give the shout out to Lana Sherez and Stoner Rob. They kind of co-host that show as Lana Sherez's show. But Stoner Rob is there as well, being the sidekick, but it's where they encourage the audience to heckle. So it's one of those shows, which that's not my thing. We've talked about that on numerous occasions. I'm not a roast comic. I don't say anything, to be honest, and unless it's in the context of my material, or if they say something to me.
Being in the moment, yeah.
Yeah, it worked out because one of the comics, it was only, I'm gonna say maybe 25 people there when the show started. She walked probably 17 of them.
Who did?
Oh yeah.
I don't say her name.
But a comic walked 17.
Yeah, they was like they
and
heard
it's a female comic.
Yeah, they heard the first comic, and then she went up right after that, and they was like, yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and get our check and get the hell out of here. So that left us with 7, 8, 9 people there, and they would all say the two was sitting here, 3 was sitting here, 3 more was sitting kind of behind there, and then there was some people way in the back, and they was like, "We not here for this shit at all." So literally, we just had to go up and there was nobody to talk to. So one comic before me, he tried his material, they wasn't having it. So I pretty much was like, "Fuck it, we're just gonna go out in the audience now and just fuck with people because it's Hammer and Harry's, which is they're known for having their staff talk shit to the people who are eating. So it's already like that. So we ultimately winded up having a woman put baby oil on her chest, which was
on her own chest.
Yes, it was some. First of all, it was some random baby oil and Hammer and Harry's, which was odd in itself. But yeah, we wound up convincing her to put baby oil on her chest in the name of comedy, and that was it.
I'm
It's wild.
Oh, Roxanne takes the baby oil.
Roxanne takes the baby oil. Roxanne takes the baby oil. And Roxanne was buck wild, to say the least, anyway. But she got shy when the baby oil came out.
Okay, all right. And
I couldn't imagine going to a comedy show and then leaving with my chest covered in baby oil. Like, as an audience member or a performer, I would be so upset.
Well, this
he
was
abused his position of power.
I'm so stupid. I was trying to look on the page.
So that says enough about it. If that says anything, it was on Fremont. So if you know about Fremont, you know it's debauchery at its finest. So
Fremont's your favorite place.
Fuck Fremont with every fiber of my being. I hate it. I hate Fremont Street.
It's so funny. B.S. Jeffrey said the oil has to go somewhere now that Diddy is out of the biz.
But that's what I found weird. I was like, why is it just this random bottle of baby oil at a restaurant? Like that's weird in itself. So I had to make fun of that. And then Stoner and Rob and I just started playing off each other. And then Roxanne came in and we was like, well, fuck it. Let's see if we can get Roxanne to put some baby oil on her chest.
Yeah. Derek said, I don't like Fremont either, but Skankfest was a good time down there. Skankfest it's crazy. I told that to Lewis. I was like, it's crazy what you've been able to do with. I mean, it's respectable. I mean, I don't know how you say it. It's just it's amazing. It's so dope that what he's been able to do with Skankfest.
But aren't they moving it this year and moving it to Austin?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I if I heard correctly, I believe it's moving to Austin. I could be wrong. You had to Google it, but I've never been a part of Skankfest. I only went once in the years that they've had it. Oh, New Orleans. Okay, so yeah, it was an interesting little comedy thing.
Yeah.
Say the least.
You know who else is out of the biz? Ozzy.
Oh, too soon. No. Yeah. R.I.P. to Malcolm Jamal Warner too, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Man.
Huh?
Yeah, he
drowned.
He drowned in a riptide.
Yeah. Fuck, dude, that's crazy.
It's hard to feel sorry for somebody who's like vacationing in a beach resort. You're like, well, whatever.
And those, have y'all ever been a part of seen or been in the water when it has those tides that kind of pull you out?
No. I don't think so.
I don't swim like that, dude.
Listen,
like, that is insane.
I've seen it happen. I've been a part of it, not to that degree, clearly, because I'm here. But my ex-girlfriend, we went to Hawaii one time and we were standing on the beach. And her sandal went in the water. She went running after it, and then the current came up and pushed up, and then was sucking her back in. And I was grabbing, hold on to it, but it was so the ground was so soft, and it almost sucked both. Yeah, it can get real dangerous down there real quick,
dude. And Angels, it's crazy too because I've been seeing Malcolm Jamal Warner a lot because Angel Watts, The Resident, and he's great on there, or he was great on there. But fuck, it's so crazy. When I saw that, I was like, holy shit. And from everything that I've read and you hear in interviews, he was just a fucking great dude. So, I mean, that just, dude, it's crazy. I think he's my age.
Dude, Yeah, he's 57, I think, is when he died.
Okay, he's way older than me.
He's a little older
I
than me.
think he's 54. I think he's 54.
54? I don't know.
Yeah, 54. That's still that's under Jay.
Ozzy was 76.
76.
Now that's my age.
Yeah. Now we talking somebody in your range.
It's crazy that he just did that concert, which he said was going to be his last one, and then he was like, "Good night, world."
Yeah, right. People were like shocked. I heard some people were like, "I'm so shocked he died." I'm like, "How are you shocked?" He was like wheeled out on stage. Like he looks so old.
I was
And on
shocked he
top
was
of that,
still
like-
alive.
Right.
I'm still shocked he's alive for sure. Dude.
Yeah.
I definitely had to Google and be like, didn't that man die 10 years ago?
Right.
It's like, oh no, he was alive. But yeah, no, anybody over, I'm gonna say 70. I don't know at this point why anybody would be shocked.
Right.
Disappointed, I can understand that. But shocked, no.
Yeah, I mean, that's like for the drugs and all the shit he did.
Absolutely.
Dude, that would be like one of us living to 150.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I
No.
mean, you know, all things considered, he fucking went out and performed. That's so fucking wild. Like, did you ever, Carlos, when you were here in Vegas, did you ever see Rich Little over at the Laugh Factory?
I did not, but I heard about him. Yeah, I heard about
What'd you
him.
hear?
That he was old and that he was on his last leg, literally. That's pretty much all I heard. That show wasn't that good.
Well, yeah, I saw it. I sat through a show, and I would say it was a good show for the people that are fans of his.
Absolutely.
And for what the age he's got to actually. Let me see how old he is, because
137.
You asshole. Age.
I think that's the one thing about being a musician versus being a comedian
86.
is that, like, the older a comic gets, it's like the better you get, almost the funnier you get, because like you're not trying to be sexy on stage. You know, if you came out and you were like 100 years old and you're doing comedy, people have almost more respect for you. But if you're a musician, people are like, "What the fuck are you doing, bro?" Like,
oh, dude, yeah. But I was going to
Robinson, he's still out here. Smokey, sit down, Smokey.
Or Richie Valley, isn't that his name? Richie Valley. That he looks like one of the fucking Disney animatronics, where he's just like they're playing the fucking thing, and he's supposed to be lip singing, but he's literally just going.
Oh god, dude, those clips are so bad, and they keep coming. He's still on tour. Like, it's every city. He's selling tickets.
My question is why? I mean, at what point do those dudes be like, "All right, man, I'm gonna go ahead and cash it in. I've done enough. I need to sit down and retire and just enjoy the rest of this life." What point do you be like, "All right, man, I'm done"?
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. But I wanted to say on Rich Little, like, so his show. I mean, dude, he's still. I have respect for it. You know, again, it's his audience, because it was a bunch of older people that, you know, grew up on Rich Little. And for those that don't know, for people that are like, "Who are you guys talking about?" I'm 23. Rich Little, back in the day, he guest hosted the Tonight Show, but he did impressions, and he was famous for his Johnny Carson impression. I mean, he did everybody, and so he goes out, his show, again, predominantly older crowd, very old, and he puts his suit on. It's Rich Little, and then he'll go out there, and what he would do is he would talk about, he would tell a story, like you'd say, "I remember I was hosting on the Tonight Show, and we had John Wayne." I'm just making up a name, but we had John Wayne on there, and then he would show the clip of that interview that he was just talking about, and then he might do a quick little impression afterwards, and that was pretty much, it was more clips and stories and everything. But I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I think the people that came to see him, they enjoyed the show, got out of it, you know, they got something out of it, memories and all
they
that.
don't have YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, "Let me get on AOL, try and see this." But Yeah, so I respected it. I was like, good for him. Fuck. I mean, shit. It may sound crazy, but I want to do stand up till I'm no longer here. I'm gonna and be in the old folks' home talking about fucking these old grannies.
Dude, I saw.
You're
I
not
went
too
to a
far off.
concert.
Though. You got about a couple more years till you hit that.
I went to another concert this weekend. I saw the band Stabbing Westward. Do you guys know that band?
No.
So they were like a 90s industrial, like this is like stuff that I would listen to in high school type of stuff. I don't even know. Like they have one famous song. Doesn't matter. Anyways, I go see the show. It's my girlfriend's birthday present because she's a big fan of them, and her cousin and her like used to love them, so they're both with me, and we're watching them, and they're singing along. They know every fucking song, and I'm like watching this guy sing, and like this is their revival tour because they broke up. They're getting back together. We're at the Substation in Ballard, which is a venue smaller than Tacoma Comedy Club for this band that's been around for like 40 years. And the lead singer is fucking 60 years old, bro. And he's doing like this fucking, like grunge metal singing. And he like stops and he gets off stage and he comes back on it. And we're like, where'd he dip out to? Because like the music was still playing. He goes, I had to put my knee brace on. My fucking knee. And he just goes back into the show.
The only thing I can think is like what the equivalent would be in stand-up would be if I'm 70 years old and I'm going up talking about like, this was at the club this weekend, and you're either lying or trying to relate to like younger people instead of just being true to yourself. It
would be like if you were dressed like a younger person. You come out, you have really baggy pants on, like a real oversized jacket. That's the new hip wardrobe. That's the new hip style right now. I don't know if you guys know that.
Those fucking big red boots, those fucking dumb boots.
Oh, you talking about them Astro World,
Astro Boy
shoes?
Yes, you're just wearing those. What's up, guys? Like my shoes? Fuck.
Hopefully you'd have a built-in audience by then. They'd be like, man, those people just been following you for years.
It's a bringer show.
Right.
Dude, yeah.
Nah.
Well, guys, this is my last show. Good. Well, shit. We said we were going till. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like, that is the thing, though. Like, you can do comedy until your last day.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's totally fine. But being a musician, I feel like it's not it's just, it looks terrible. Even Ozzy's last show, everybody's like, look at him go. And I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? They wheeled him out there. This seems like a last cash grab for his family,
Maybe they were talking about his spirit. Look at it go. He's about to die.
Yeah.
Wow.
He died 3 weeks ago. They just propped him up.
Weekend at Bernie's.
Fucking weekend at Ozzy's.
Weekend at Ozzy's.
Oh, fuck.
Weekday at Ozzy.
All right, let's do our plugs and get the heck out. And then we got Love in Black and White tomorrow. And yeah. What do you got, Carlos?
Nothing this week. Actually, it's been a super light week, but I got coming up. I'll be headlining Delirious Comedy Club. Sacramento is coming up. I'm supposed to go back to Dallas. We're working on that, so we'll see how that goes. And of course, I'm sure I'll have some shows here locally. So check out parttimefamous.com.
And Tyler,
this weekend, Tacoma Comedy Club, Spokane Comedy Club, doing my thing. Dopeshow.com. TheDopeShow.com.
And this week, Beverly, Mass at Off Cabot on Friday. And then coming up, I'll be on the Naturals podcast with Derek next week. But Tulsa, Oklahoma in August. Tulsa, Oklahoma, Gilbert, Arizona, Rapid City, South Dakota, and Tucson, Arizona. Go to bigirishj.com for tickets. And until next week, bye.